be very, very beautiful. Like music, you know, it's an art, an expression to give to people. Like I give them a flower as they walk by. So it can be very beautiful. Sometimes it can be dangerous. It's really hard work, you know. A street musician will play for hours and hours and hours, you know. And the noise levels are sometimes very bad. But, you know, I like it. It's a nice place to play.
There's many positives to it, you know. It's to see the people's reactions, you know, how they feel about music, you know. You know, like all buskers say, people first, music second, money last, you know.
My dream is to be able, well, that's the key part, is to have it not be as much of a struggle to survive it and play. And then in there, I'd like to be able to go on a tour around the world and take my daughter with me and just show her the world. Well, you know, this is what Daddy does. This is playing the music, and this is the world. Let me show you.
My life's been rough for the last 5 years. I got into some heavy addiction, and to tell you the truth, and I'm over it now and doing art. I quit doing art for 4 years. I lost all my teeth. I lost all my veins in my arm. I lost my veins in my neck. But, you know, maybe you don't want to put that on the tape. But, well, my mom's dying, and I had to, you know, take care of her, walk her around, and, like, shower her, and it hurt. And I wanted to wash that away, so I swam into heroin for a while. But now I'm clean and doing art again because, like, my soul's not trapped anymore. I'm flying again. Whoa, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I think art does change reality anyway, whether it's political art or not. I think that's one of the things. Art has the capacity to transport us to an alternate reality. When you look at art, when you watch dance art, performance art, movies, it takes us out of our normal life. It takes us out of our normal life. So in that sense, it does change our lives. It speaks to us on an emotional level, and it has that capacity to change. Then there's art. That specifically becomes political, and in this case, yeah, there was definitely a political aspect to this. One broad support from the people of Toronto, because it had that aspect of this one puny little guy with an acoustic guitar wanting to do something as innocent as singing songs, and people can make donations, you know, people can pay whatever they feel like. That's culture. That's life in the city. That's the kind of thing that people love about living in a big city. It's those little things like that. It's the little cheese shop. It's the things like Kensington Market. You know, it's the things like Kensington Market, local butcher, you know, who isn't part of, you know, some big brand name. It's a ma and pa butcher store. That's part. You get that in big cities. You get that in New York City, and that's part of the charm. So this one little guy is a musician. Taking on the TTC machine. All these big suit-wearing people, right? It has a real political gut reaction for people. When I won, when they finally agreed and took on the idea, all those people were happy. Something had actually, it gives you that feeling like, you can actually change the way things are. Change the way things are. One person can galvanize the voices of many. One person and can get things changed. Galvanize the voices of many. And get things changed. That's inspiring. In a good way. It's inspiring for me when I see other people do that. So it was a thrill for me to be one of those people in that time. I'm really glad I did that. And every time I see a musician in the subway, I think, I'm glad I did that.
This is why I call television tele-live vision. This is why I call television tele-live vision. 99.9% of the shit you see on TV or on the radio is garbage. 99.9% of the shit you see on TV or on the radio is garbage.
As an artist, I'm so passionate that I can't help but not get involved because, well, I'm lucky enough to have a brain that thinks differently and is able to create beautiful things and make people proud of where they are. So that is my interjection of politics and art. I don't know if there's a relationship or how it is, but I know there is one. I guess the original hope is to better your community, right? Being a politician or being into politics or being the voice of a mass of people, be it 1,000 or 12 million. I mean, you're there because you want to make it better.
Politics dictate a lot of things that happens in the world right now. It's a lot of things happening, and politics are a big part of life, and you find that out as you get older. See, when you're young, you don't pay attention to that stuff, but there's politics in everything. There's politics on jobs. There's politics in your neighborhood. There's politics in life. You know, even with your homies, there's politics involved where you have to go through certain red tape in order to be down with crews. If you want to be down with a crew, you got to go through initiations and you got to listen to certain rules. Those are politics. That's exactly what that is. But you just don't realize that because you're used to politics being somebody voting for government or president or something like that. There's more than just that kind of politics. Politics is a big part of life.